Hi guys, it's Mrs. Atkinson. Welcome to our very first day of digital learning. I have in front of me a packet that you probably have in your home learning folder. So I wanted to just draw attention to it because now that we've finished topic 10, we're going to be moving into topic 16, which is triangles and quadrilaterals. For our first day of home learning, we're going to be focusing on topic 16, lesson 1. And I picked this lesson because it's really easy and I don't want to overwhelm anyone on our very first day of home learning. So everybody should have their math workbook at home with them. If you don't have your math workbook, the volume 2, all of this is available online on Pearson Realize. So today's main learning, when what I want you to get out of our quick session this morning together, is just that lines can be in the shape of parallel, intersecting, or perpendicular. And those are the three patterns of lines we're going to be talking about today. So, and we've done all this already, so I don't think it's going to be that new for you. Parallel lines we know will never ever meet. We know that lines go on and on forever, but parallel lines will never intersect. And this is an example of them right here. We also know that intersecting lines do actually meet each other. They pass through at the same point. And then perpendicular lines are lines that intersect, but they form right angles. And we can tell that by the little square corner indicating that it's a 90-degree angle. So that's it. That's the basis of the learning that's going to take place today. And we have talked about this before when we did that little geometry mini unit a few months back. So one thing that you're going to be doing today is you're going to be working on page 825, which is this page right here. It's the homework and practice page, and what you're going to do is just identify what kind of lines they are, and then at the bottom, they give you this diagram and you have to name some lines. So I want to refresh your memory about how we name different lines. So when we're talking about a regular line, we're going to name it by its endpoints. So this would be line AB, and we just kind of put it over top of it. If we're talking about a ray, we would name it like this, like ray CD, for example. And if we're talking about a line segment, just a portion of a line, we would go just a line with no arrows at the end, and that would be that. So PT, be any letters that we want. If we're talking about lines that are parallel to each other, we would use the symbol like that. It almost looks like two parallel lines, or it looks like two L's standing next to each other, or perhaps an equal sign standing upright. Perpendicular lines, we note by the symbol of that. It's like an upside down T almost. So I want to take a problem from our workbook, and I'm going to quickly model this. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that everyone can see it. Okay, so one of the questions is to just simply name two lines. So if I'm looking at this, I can pick any lines that I want. I think I'm going to do AE, which is this line here. So I'd say line AE. And I have to name two of them. Let's do GF. Line GF. Okay. The next question says name two lines that are perpendicular. So well, I could have done that for my first one, right? Line AE is actually perpendicular to GF because why? They form at a 90-degree angle. We can tell that by that little square corner that's indicated. So I'm just going to label that here. Do you guys hear Stella in the background? Taylor, come lift Stella up to the counter so that everyone can see her. Perpendicular, let's see. AE is perpendicular to BF. Or GF. Okay. So that's the symbol that we use there. The next one says draw a line HF on the diagram that, oh, wait, hold on. I got to show you, Stella. Oh, now we're upside down. There we go. Oh, there she is. Stella, say hi. Say hi to everyone. Okay, let's go back to what we were doing here. Okay. So we want to draw a parallel line on our diagram, but it's not there already. So this is what its name is, line HF, and it's going to be parallel to AE, which is here, okay, and perpendicular to GF. So basically, we're just drawing another line. My line's not perfect, and that's okay. And then we're going to label it. Let's put it out there. We'll call it H. And actually, my F is right there. And there's my F, HF. And there's my parallel line. All right, so just to sum everything up today, we're keeping it very, very simple. Well, you guys know that sound. My mom can wait. All right, parallel lines are two lines that never will intersect. They will always run parallel to each other. Intersecting lines cross over each other at the same point, and perpendicular lines intersect to form right angles that are 90 degrees. All right, good luck today, guys, on your learning. Everything is spelled out on Google Classroom of everything you're going to have to do. After watching this video, you're going to have to complete a workbook page, listen to a song. You'll also be completing a set of 5 questions from Pearson Realize, a quick check, and you're going to be completing a deck of boom cards. The last thing that you're going to need to do is open up the Google Doc and reflect on your learning for today. So just quickly share out what the difference is between parallel, intersecting, and perpendicular lines. I hope that you find success with this, and I hope that it only takes you about 30 minutes. If it's taking you longer, or you're feeling frustrated, or something doesn't work for you, that's okay. Just stop what you're doing, and it's not a big deal. We want this to be a good experience and for your learning to continue, even though we're at home doing this remotely. Guys, reach out with any questions that you might have, and have a great first day. Oh, and happy St. Patrick's Day, too.